Hi, my name is Kyle Manson. I'm a mechanical engineer, class of 2011. I'm standing in the Advanced Manufacturing Lab. In this lab, students have the chance to create projects every year. This year we created a mini wind turbine and also a mini tank. In the class, you get to learn about plastic injection molding machines. You get to learn about robotics, laser etching, CNC machining, just a bunch of different technologies. And all these technologies are able to be combined for you to learn and get a comprehensive knowledge of manufacturing. Um, like I said, down here we get to use all these machines. It's a great opportunity. Everyone gets to learn. It's actually one of very few labs across our state that allow students to use these machines, learn these different techniques, and overall, it's just a great opportunity for students in general.
Hi, my name is Alex Giordano. I'm part of the Rensselaer Formula race team. I'm a recent transfer to RPI, and I'll be graduating in 2012, so I'm a junior. I came to RPI looking for a good education, a school with a good name in engineering, and to make some good friends. So when I got here and I was looking for something to do, I found that they had the SAE race team, which I was certainly interested in, and I think a lot of mechanical engineers would definitely be interested in. It's a student-run club for the most part. We have an advisor, but as far as clubs go, there's very little interference from the school. We have a really awesome shop equipped with 3 lathes and 1 mill, and we design and build a race car from the ground up every year. The Formula SAE race team is open to anybody on campus who's interested. You don't need any skills to come. We gladly train new people every day to run the mills and the lathes, to learn how to weld, to do soldering, wiring, work on motors, every aspect of the car from the ground up. Whether it's building a chassis, working on the suspension points, working on braking or acceleration or whatever you're interested, there is definitely a place for you on the race team. One of the things I really enjoy about the race team is it gives me a really good opportunity to take what I learn in the classroom and test it out in real life. It really challenges me to, instead of just guess and check and do iterations all the time, which is more tinkering, to apply engineering. One of the things I encountered recently was building the exhaust for our car. We had problems with cracking and failure at the welds. But using some knowledge I learned about in material science, I was able to properly anneal the welds and stop the braking during running, which was an excellent application of our class. Not to mention other acoustic data that I needed to run through to make the exhaust kill sound. The designers in our team heavily use finite element analysis from SolidWorks. Our team is sponsored by SolidWorks, and we use their program to design our car every year. Parts like the uprights and bell cranks and other suspension points are designed and built in 3D, and we test them using FEA to see where the high stress points are, and we can alter our geometry to lower the stress risers and make our parts stronger and lighter and more fit for every application. Each year, the Formula SAE team from RPI competes in either 1 or 2 competitions. We prefer to do 2, depending on our funding from the school. We first compete in Michigan, which encounters about 120 schools from all over the world. Germany, Australia, Asia, South America, and all over the United States and even Canada. Teams come and compete and give it their best shot. They like to learn from other teams. We like to, really have some fierce competition, but it's really a brotherhood. Everybody who works together and helps each other out to get out on the track and do the best they can. The competitions are extremely well respected in the industry, especially the automotive industry. We have a design challenge, and we have 4 static events and 4 dynamic events. The static events are judged based on our design. They give us industry professionals from the chassis, from the engine, from ergonomics, and they ask us questions about our design. Why did we choose the angles we did for our A-arms? Why did we choose to use this type of seat or this type of shifting mechanism? They ask us all sorts of questions that they would be expected to answer in industry, and expect that we'll have a legitimate engineering-based answer for them. The competition is heavily based on your car's performance as well. The 4 dynamic events include skid pad, acceleration, autocross, and endurance. Endurance being the hardest because you have to run 28 kilometers without your car dying. The SAE team is extremely highly respected by the industry, both the power industry and all over the mechanical engineering industry, as well as especially the automotive industry. In the past few years, we've sent people to work for Joe Gibbs Racing in NASCAR. If any of you know who that is, I'm sure you do. We've sent people to GM and Chrysler. We've sent people to Honda. People get hired out of our team all the time, and as you go through as a team member, you'll get emails and contacts through alumni who've worked on the team, specifically requesting internships for the teammates. The companies love to hire us. They know we're hardworking, they know we're creative, and they know we're not afraid of a challenge. our team produces an excellent car. We compete and do very well against about 120 schools. We usually place at least top 25, so we do very respectable. Our car always puts out big numbers, which we're proud of. Car can do 0 to 60 in about 3.2 seconds. It can corner handling about 1.6 Gs, and most of its specs can be compared to a Ferrari Enzo as far as the power to weight ratio, accel times, and center of gravity.